Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with a Strat Time report and a little weakness in front of the Fed tomorrow. The good part is, here's the SPY. The good part is, if there's a good part for today on the long side anyway, still an inside week. All right, so we're still stuck in here, but we do take out this range to the downside, and we know we've been watching this on the 60, right, to get out of this stuff here, like so. So right now you had your higher high, all right? Then we got that two up, two down reversal here. Boom. And then yesterday on the close, you got that 3-2-2 down. And then today, down she goes. So you've got your lower low and your higher high. The question is, how low does this go? Right now, you're just coming back into doji, do over on the month. All right, so back and forth is really all it is, and you're back in the middle of this kind of range in here, this stuff here. So the question is, are we going to continue to weaken, and what's going to continue to do that? If you go to QQQ, and getting a little hit a little harder, but still an inside week. But now remember that level here on the monthly at 384.42. Right, we're back below that now. So the Qs right now go inside on the 60. So we're going to pay attention to that to see if that continues to weaken, a 2-1-2 continuation or a 2-1-2 reversal. A lot of heavy stuff over there right now, though, folks. So we'll see coming back down through here. Like I said, I'm going to pay attention to that because that's a 3-2-2 on the month when we're below that. So the question is, can we hold on to an inside week? Obviously, it's early in the week. Or do we start taking this stuff out and really coming down? Well, the Fed might have something to say about that tomorrow. We'll see. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, Dow Jones Diamonds holding a little better. You can see that slight daily, slight higher high, and the slight lower low. There's your upper level trade. So if you go like this, Diamond's holding a little better here. And you can see that. And as of right now on the 60, you got that slight lower low. Right, just a slight lower low, not inside in the 60. So here's your broadening formation for the Dow Jones Diamonds. Once again, also still an inside week, right? Green on the month. So right now the Qs is the issue. If you go to the small cappers, and the small cappers getting closer to inside week to the downside. That's something I'd want to know about, right? Because you can see here on the daily, rallied back, but wasn't strong enough to take that out. Still lower high. Now, boom, to see if we can take these guys out down in here. You just had that inside 60 to the downside here, and trying to continue on that. Also trying to still trading below last month's low. So small cappers having some issues here. If we go to not a lot of good stuff on the long side, but bits and pieces, Walmart inside week to the upside, right? So anytime you get that 60 staying green, you got full time frame continuity to the upside. Not everybody can say that today. And so still watching for that Walmart. And yesterday we had that nice triangle them out down into here on the 15er. And then here this morning to start off the day, you can see this. Inside bar, 1, 2, 2 Rev Strat, and that got her going up into here, and then you got a nice little inside 15er here. But you do still have a heavy market, so you want to be aware of that. If we go to Travelers, and Travelers having a nice little day here too. That's also an inside week to the upside. Not everybody can say that. Still skirting the highs, so we'll see what comes of that. If you go to 60 here, just kind of stuck up in here. But you can see still holding near the highs with the market, kind of stabilizing a little bit here on near the lows. If we go to Johnny John and Johnson & Johnson, remember that 2-2 reversal week last week. Hammer, boom, off she goes, and still trying to come up, taking out last month's highs. Right now inside on the 60, so we'll see if more of that comes of that. Remember, yesterday was an outside day, so it is green on the day. Not everybody can say that. If we go to Regeneron, taking out last month's highs, coming up on last week. And one of the things we look for, 2-2 on a Tuesday. 2 down, 2 up, and not a lot of magnitude. These two become an outside bar of that. So the question is, you're going to have any more strength in there. You can watch that with IBB and to see if the Qs firm up a bit. If we go to Pfizer, and Pfizer slightly taken out yesterday's highs. You can see this here on the 60 did this. Outside bar, inside bar, boom, into the highs. So we'll see if that continues. It was a nice 2-2 reversal month last month, if you recall. Now trying to follow through. And on the weekly, stop them out. 2 down last week, 2 up, 2-2 reversal on the week. Hits magnitude by going into the recent highs. So we'll see if anything more comes of that. It did what it was supposed to do. If we go to Centene, inside day 212, boom, and off she goes. And right now, we'll see if that's 60. We can shrink this down a little bit. See if it goes 2 up, 2 down. Hammer counter shooter here in the next hour above 81.46. You're close to that, but like I said, this market's staying a little heavy. But there's your continuation: up, sideways, measured move. Centene, just exhaustion risk by going into recent highs. If you go to Colgate, some of the XLP stuff still working. Colgate, nice move there after yesterday. So nice 3-day move in Colgate. So we'll see just some short-term exhaustion risk by going into recent highs. After this, you can see this inside day, pokes down, boom, rev strat, and then the follow through for the next 3 days. Real nice there. Coke, just going into recent highs and holding up in there after last week's 2 down, 2 up reversal. Taking out a bunch of monthlies in here. Still trying to get out of this range here from the pandemic, but slowly but surely marching up. XLP itself is an inside day, so it's just kind of hanging there, not coming in. Because you got XLU here, also an inside day, so they're not totally rotating into defensive names, but they're not pounding them either. If we go to Uber, and Uber 2-2 on a Tuesday, inside on the 60, kind of stuck in here right now, but took an inside week down to the downside, comes back into the range for potential rev strat. So you can see on the monthly that higher high and that lower low. So the question can be strong enough to take that back green on the month. And you can see here on Monday they stop them all out. Adobe log gets the pivot. Aria, boom, they're gone. And now you come back here. These two become an outside bar of that. The question is to be strong enough for this, because lift started to come up too, but lift then backs off, back middle of the range. It's really more of a hitting them down here, because we're looking at Apple. And remember, Apple yesterday goes up into the highs and then fails. Doesn't quite make it as an outside day, right? Just ran out of time. So now these two are an outside bar of these two. So the question is that going to weaken and get any worse? We'll see. But Apple heavy for right now, red on the week now. If we go to Adobe, oh boy, and the rev strat day, 2-2 on a Tuesday, inside day, goes up, boom, gaps down and puke, and you got earnings in this thing coming on Thursday. And right now, outside bar, 1 bar rev strat week in 2 days. Really hit this thing nice and hard here. If you go to a 30, you'll see this, the inside 30 to the downside. I believe there was a nice 15er in there too. Yeah, 15. So here, when it does this, corrective activity on the 15, 2 down, 2 up, inside, off she goes, puke, and that reconfirms this 2-2 reversal month for Adobe. So they're hitting some big boys. Microsoft, and Microsoft 2-2 on a Tuesday, 2 up on Monday by taking out the high, and then bam, triangle these guys out, and now coming back through the previous range. Microsoft's having a rough one here too, so we'll see inside 30 down right there for you. And remember, minding that monthly, the low is 326.37. You're there now. That's a 2-2 reversal on the month. If we go to Netflix, Netflix, inside week to the downside. So we're looking for the measured move. Down, sideways, measured move puker, because you got that 2-2 reversal month still in force. Now it hit its initial magnitude here, 2 up by taking out the high, 2-2 reversal. These two become an outside bar of that. That was the initial target. We made that. Now we'll see if it continues to weaken. And once again, when you look at the daily, you're going to see this. The 2 up, the 2-2 reversal, boom, back to previous range after the slight higher high. There's your broadening formation, higher high, lower low, and we'll see if that continues at all. Let's get that 60. How you looking on that? See if that gets us a 60. If we go to Costco, in Costco, Not the end of the world. Still an inside week. Still doji on the month. But you did have this, the 2-1-2 on a Tuesday. Inside day on a Monday. Indecision, hasn't picked a direction. And today tries to sell it off. So Costco inside day and down. If you go to MCO. MCO's this rev strat here. Was that low? Yep. Inside day. Pokes up. Boom. Rev strat day. 1-2-2 to the downside on a Tuesday. Still handling an inside week and month, but you can see having a rough little morning. And if you go to your 30, see this. Inside 30. 2-1-2 continuation. 2-1-2 continuation for the second time on that rev strat day. If we go to NET. Net. And net, we've been watching this all month because of this. 2-2 reversal. 2 up, 2 down on the month. Below 178.42, trading 129. Not a bad little trade there, I'd say. And if you go to your 30, you're going to see this again. Gap down, inside, poke up. 1-2-2 rev strat, take her into the basement. See you later. Net having all sorts of problems. And you can see once again, here's a good way to set that up too on the daily. The 2 up, 2-2 reversal, and back to the previous range, and ain't looked back since. If we go to Home Depot, in Home Depot, 2-2 reversal week, goes into the highs, slight higher high, 2 up, 2 down, and now looking to take these guys out for your broadening formation, right? Take this low out, and never know, sometimes they get a little worse, but for right now, you got yourself 2-2 reversal week in Home Depot. Is that 60 looking? Let's see if we can cook a 60. A little grindy on the way down. If we go to AVGO. AVGO, this was in the vid last night because of this. The gap up in the inside day. Now you're going to hold that gap or you're going to come into the gap. 2-1-2 reversal. Back down on the daily because we were seeing that like NVIDIA yesterday, selling off late, now just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Still an inside month, right? But we saw, remember that SMH weakness we've been looking for when this was coming down to here to take this out, right? Because you had your higher high. Now there's another lower low. SMH here. Still got some room to go after this. And that's why we're watching this. The SMH does what the NVIDIA does. We're going to go take these guys out. So we're still looking to go after 290.51. So you get a little bit more room on that. If we go to Palo Alto. Palo Alto, 2-2 on a Tuesday. 2 up by taking out Friday's highs on Monday. 2-2 back to previous range and down she goes. If we go to Tesla's. Tesla's just follow through. We were looking to take this pivot out, did it, right? And just anything that's down on Monday and Tuesday, we know we got sellers in there. Dump, Mr. Musk, dump. So far, so good. And once again, we're watching that monthly here for the 2-2 reversal. 2 up, 2 down. Tesla's below 978.60. You're there handily now. So Tesla's having some issues here. If we go to ACN. ACN. Coming back to the previous range. 2 up, 2 down on a Tuesday. And these guys will be coming outside bar of all that. And you still got some more coming through the range. If you go to the 30, you're going to see this. Here. Inside bar, the slight poke up, and boom, there's your rev strat. It's also known as a sideways 60 because these 2 30 minutes were inside of here. So boom, down she goes. ACN 2-2 on a Tuesday. If we go to FTNT. Same deal. 2 up on a Monday, 2-2 on a Tuesday, coming back through previous range. Take her down, having all sorts of problems right now. Q's still skirting the lows. This market real heavy, folks. Looks like Q's going to go into the lows right now. And got taking these guys out, getting close. Just a couple more. You got service now. And there you go. 2 up. 2 down on a Tuesday. 2 up, 2 down, and down she goes. Still an inside week, but you can see that below last month's lows. That's a problem for it. So we'll see if that sets up again for us too. If we go to CRM, that an inside day? Inside day to the downside on the Tuesday. So still inside in the week. We'll see if that takes it. But like a lot of things, we're watching those monthlies. 2 up. That's a 2-2 reversal on the monthly after your higher high. And a lot down in here if they want to really take her down. We'll go with one more. INTU. 2 up by taking out the highs. 2 down. 2-2 on a Tuesday. So I'm always here talking about the 2-2 on a Tuesday, inside 60 trying to go to the downside right now, directional INTU. So things pretty heavy out there, folks, but we got the Fed. We'll see if anything comes of it. QQQ on the 60 right now, getting ready to take that 60 down. So batten down the hatches. We'll see what the afternoon brings. All right, that's going to do it for Dan. Rob Smith, Smith the Black. It's fat time for it.